Cinderella. Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a kind, sweet girl named Cinderella. Her mother died when she was very young. Her father married again. His new wife and her two daughters, Anastasia and Drusilla, were mean. They treated Cinderella like a servant. One morning, there was a knock at the door. Cinderella opened to find a stylish footman. He handed her a golden envelope. The palace is holding a ball for the prince's birthday. Tonight, he announced, every girl in the kingdom is invited. You are invited to the prince's birthday ball. Here's the next page. There's the footman. Golden envelope. This isn't for you, Anastasia, snatching it, the invitation. But the footman said that every girl is invited. August and Cinderella's father. Of course, she may go, said Cinderella's stepmother slyly, as long as she finishes all her chores. ... Yeah. But no matter what, how hard Cinderella worked, her list of jobs just kept growing. Her stepsisters and stepmother made sure of that. Iron my dress, brush my hair, polish my nails, fetch my necklace. Oh dear, giggled the stepsisters when the coach arrived to take them to the ball, take them to the palace. Aren't you ready yet? They float out laughing unkindly. Poor Cinderella sat by the fireside. I wish I could wear a dress and meet the prince, she sighed. Suddenly, the room was filled with sparkling lights as a fairy appeared. Dry your eyes, Cinderella said. Cinderella said the fairy, I am your fairy godmother, and we have work to do. Go to the garden and fetch me the biggest pumpkin you can find, the fairy godmother said. Whoosh! With a wave of her wand, Cinderella's fairy godmother transformed the pumpkin into a beautiful coach. Next, the fairy godmother searched the courtyard and rounded up 4 white mice and a rat. Whoosh! 4 glimpsing white horses and a stylish coachman appeared. Now for you, said the fairy godmother. Whoosh! Cinderella's plain dress was transformed into waves of soft silk, and on her feet were 2 glass slippers. Now remember, said the fairy, godmother. My magic won't last. At midnight, on the final stroke of 12, everything you see before you will disappear. When Cinderella entered the ballroom, the guests couldn't take their eyes off her, and neither could the stepsisters, neither could the prince. He rushed over and asked her to dance. Anastasia and Cinderella watched grumpily from the side. Suddenly, the palace clock began to strike. Bong, bong. Cinderella remembered the warning. The magic was about to end. "I'm sorry," she cried. "I have to go." The prince chased after her, but he was too late. All that remained was Cinderella's glass slipper. The next day, the prince set out to find the beautiful girl from the ball. Every girl in the land must try the slipper, he said. Girl after girl tried to squeeze their foot into the tiny slipper, but with no success. Finally, the prince arrived at Cinderella's house. Anastasia and Cinderella fought, but they could not force their big feet into one dainty slipper. What does dainty mean? Dainty means tiny or really small. Slipper right there. Let Cinderella try, said her father bravely. The prince slipped the slipper into Cinderella's foot. Cinderella agreed. It fits, he cried happily. My search is over. Will you marry me? Cinderella agreed at once, but she didn't even go to the ball, shrieked Phyllis. Suddenly, the fairy godmother appeared. She transformed Cinderella's dress into the beautiful ball gown. Once again, there couldn't be no mistake. Cinderella was the one. The prince and Cinderella got married and lived happily ever after. In the place, meanwhile, Anastasia and Cinderella had to polish their own shoes and iron their own dresses, and that made them grumpier than ever. The end. I like this book because you really can take in the story and then let it go with a happy ever after, and it tells a lesson. I think that even if you have someone else do the work, you should always do some of the work for yourself. Until next time, keep reading.